Sorry, my family called and I had to take care of some things. Urgent call, yeah. Everything's not okay, but temporarily fixed, I suppose. Yeah. How are you? Really? I heard a thing or two from your dad. From my dad. Yeah. Is everything okay? Oh, I see. No, yeah, I get it. Recently the pollution's been absolutely crazy. I normally go out using masks, but I mostly work indoor. So, and during the day I don't, but when I get home from work or when I drive to work, I use it. Do you not? You do, yeah. I know, although it's completely different now. But old habits die hard. Yeah, I'm so used to using masks that it's weird without it. Yeah. No, not really. I feel like other than my family, nobody really uses it anymore. No, I feel like some people find it a hassle to use one. So that's why they took it off, but I felt safer with it. So I'm still gonna use it. Yeah. Not now though, not now. I mean, we're fine, I guess. The restaurant's not really that crowded, and by the way, you really didn't have to, like, make a reservation in this fancy restaurant, you know? We could have just meet up somewhere cheaper. I know, but I mean, oh, really? Huh. So this is your go-to restaurant. So you take your exes here, no? I'm just saying. Oh yeah, I never get to ask you this. Do you have a girlfriend? Or... No, I don't. That is kind of funny. I feel like we've met a few times. We even had dinner together. But I think this is the first time that we're meeting alone. Just both of us. Yeah, I know. It's always with the family. It's always a family dinner. No, I don't. Have we? I don't think we have. Because of work and our schedules don't match. Yeah. That's kind of funny. How long have we been engaged? A year? We've never had a proper date. Well, I guess that's why we're here. To talk about it. What? What? Why? Are you expecting me to start the conversation? I don't know. What are you expecting me to say? Oh god, this is awkward, but not awkward at the same time. No, because we've met a lot, right? The past year. It's just that we never really try and get to know each other and talk. I don't know, maybe it's the nature of the arranged marriage and the whole setup thing, and that's why it was harder for us to let the connection grow naturally because of the pressure, maybe. Okay, let me just ask you a few questions. So you're single, right? Yeah, you don't have a girlfriend. How did you feel when your parents told you about this arrangement? Yeah. Ugh, it's always the thing they say. You're getting older, you need to get married. So this isn't your first time? Oh, seriously? What happened to those previous arrangements? Oh dear. No, yeah, I totally get it, but it's my first time. Yeah, you're my first time. My first arranged person. Well, the thing is, funny you ask me that, because my family tried to set me up a few times, but I always find a way to refuse. And, this time I just happened to have no excuse, and that's how it came to that first dinner. And I'm sure we both felt annoyed, and I'm almost 100% sure that we both were very annoyed, because it wasn't something we asked for, it wasn't something that we consent to, right? They were just like, oh, you're having dinner with this person, with this family, on this date. And that is probably why you looked so pissed that day. I remember the first few meetings, you wouldn't even look at me. You would just, like, roll your eyes. Alright, okay, maybe that was an exaggeration, but you weren't happy to be there. Touche. I was not happy to be there. It was mutual. Yeah. Well, the same thing to you. You could have approached me, but how were we supposed to feel comfortable? Like, whatever moves we make, the rest of our families would look at us up and down. Like, every single move is on their radar. You think it would be a comfortable way to get to know each other? I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, we could have done this sooner, to be honest. But maybe it was because neither of us took it seriously, and we thought, oh, you know what, eventually it's gonna fall out anyway. But it hasn't, and it's been a year. And no, I really appreciate it. Thank you for reaching out to me, because I have been contemplating for like a few weeks before you texted me. Yeah. I was very grateful, of course, because I was happy to know that, oh, you've thought about it and you want to talk about it, and I felt really appreciated. And so I said, yeah, why not? The only thing that was stopping us was our schedule, our work schedule, really. Yeah, that was really tough. Sorry? Really, you're asking me that question now? Isn't it too late? What do I think of you? I mean, what are we talking about? Physical or everything? Oh dear, you're putting me in a hard spot here, darn it. Should have asked you first. I know we haven't spent enough time with each other, but you know how our parents meet up and they always have something to gossip about? And basically, my parents have told me a lot of stories that your parents told my parents. And that is how I got all these updates about you or your dad's company or the whole thing happening with your family. And I remember that one time that you flew back home from like a business trip abroad to help one of your relatives. Like, you didn't even think twice to do it, and I find that very admirable, I think is the word. I don't know, I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in your own work, especially when you're one of the higher-ups, right? And even though you know by heart that family's number one, it is harder to apply that when you also have other responsibilities at hand, and I find that admirable. It wasn't just that one thing, obviously, but I've heard a few things from my parents, and maybe from there I know that you're not a bad person, at least. You put your family first, and I'm not gonna lie about that. Okay, you asked first. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were a bit of a jerk. Because I have a good reason. Because you were standoffish, and I couldn't picture you as someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with if we were to get married. And I was scared that if I agreed too fast to this arrangement, to be fair, I was prepared to get a divorce, but now that I'm in this position where I'm given options, I think it's best to avoid that. And I kind of want to try developing feelings first, because I don't want both of us to get into an unhappy marriage. Although divorce may not sound like a big deal, I think that was partially because we never experienced that. You know, it's not like we were in love with each other. It's not like we like each other yet, or something like that. So I don't know. I came here with intention to break off the engagement. Yeah, but now that I hear your story and what you have to say, what do you think? Elaborate. Yeah, what you feel to this whole arrangement. Mm-hmm. No, it's fine. I mean, first impressions aren't always the best. But I did not give a good impression. Not necessarily in a bad way, I couldn't be bothered, yeah. You did try to reach me out once. Like maybe the first few weeks of us meeting each other. I'm so sorry though, I really didn't mean to. Okay, I kind of mean it. I meant it, I mean. But to be fair, I was having one of the most stressful week. And it kind of pissed me off seeing your name there. Yeah, because I was like, oh god, come on. I'm so sorry, that was completely my fault. I see, that explains why you were upset. No, yeah, I get it. It was my fault. I admit, yeah. I see. Well, thanks for telling me that. What do we do now? I mean, if we continue as fiancés, are we even fiancés? I mean, there isn't an official engagement yet, but what if before we even get to know each other further, you're serious? You wouldn't mind? What do you mean you wouldn't mind? It's a marriage, you know? That means you're gonna have to put up with me. Like, we're gonna live together as couple. Does that not freak you out? Well, that is true. We have time to get to know each other, but you know, family pressure is real, and I was never the person who was worried about like being single, right, or being married. But now with the pressure from my family, it's starting to get into me, and what are we then? Like, okay, if we decide to go forward with this, we're not dating, but what is it? Are we seeing each other exclusively? Yeah? Really? You won't talk to other girls? No, not literally talk, but like romantically. I don't know if you can do that. You don't look like someone who I don't know. Okay, I'm kidding. Alright, well, we'll give it a try. Okay, we'll just take it slow, get to know each other. Let's have a few more dates. Or even more. Yeah, I feel like we should definitely spend more time with each other. And I know it's hard, especially since I live out of town, but I'll make time. Okay? I'll make time, you'll make time. We'll make it work somehow. Now that we're given the opportunity to get to know each other, let's use it wisely. Because I'm also not in the mood to like go out and look for someone else when I'm already comfortable with you, you know? Yeah. So, did you order food, by the way? I forgot. Oh, you did?